Sometimes when we feel tired and we feel like the lowest, I find in those places when we choose to press through that God actually shows up the most. So it was about 10:30 at night, and we just finished from a conference called City Quake. And we're just quickly grabbing some food. And so we just finished. I was not planning to talk to anyone, but I told my husband, I said, I feel like I need to talk to that girl in the black skirt. You know, sometimes God will highlight someone to you. I didn't think she was going to be open, but I was just thinking about, you know, delayed obedience is disobedience. And God just put you in my heart to just come over here. I'm actually from Canada, but He just told me to come over here and tell you that God sees you, He loves you. I just started sharing from my heart with her. And as I began to share, her eyes got bigger and bigger and bigger. And to my absolute surprise, she said, "Can I hug you?" You would love to. Yeah, absolutely. Aww, you're just so precious. And then she said, you know, I was just going to a concert with a guy, and I just didn't have a good feeling about it, so I decided to go here with my dad instead. And so I just began to share how God has a good plan for her life. I didn't know what was going on. I felt like so much more was going on than even I knew, because she was so open. It just felt like it just kind of hit her right in the middle of going through extreme things in her life. Yeah, it's not about joining a man-made religion. It's a living relationship with Jesus. And yeah, He's got so many gifts He's put on the inside of you, you know? And you're alive for a special reason, for God's purpose. When I shared all this, she's right away wanted to get my number. I texted her that night, and we've been in contact since. God used me to encounter her in some pretty serious, big decisions in her life. All I felt was tired and I needed to go home. In that obedience, it turned into just a highlight encounter for me, because I saw her face. I saw that God was doing something beyond I could understand. So when we step out and we don't feel like it, we don't have a big worship team like cheering us on, and it's in those places where a lot of really powerful testimonies happen. That was cool. You know, the Bible says iron sharpens iron. And like Tom was saying tonight at the conference, that even if you're living a lifestyle for Jesus, like full on, there's always another level. Tonight, this girl, like, she was the most intimidating girl in the whole restaurant. I honestly thought she was going to be rude to me and reject me, but we don't know until we try. And if God is for us, what can be against us? So that was really powerful. She was trembling and just like really rocked. And tonight I heard a testimony of the pastor at this City Quake saying that there was the whole reason why he's been in ministry for over 40 years is because a woman, a stranger, saw him across the road and was like, "Hey, I need to talk to you," and said like, "This is a divine appointment. God told me to talk to you, and you're gonna do big things for God." And that testimony was so powerful. And he never saw this lady again. She just went on the bus. She was just passing through, and it feels like that just happened. So in those times where we're tired or we're busy or it's kind of inconvenient, deny ourselves, Jesus said, and take up your cross and follow Jesus. Just go that extra mile. Be obedient to what God puts on our heart.